Throws one way downfield. That one's going to be pulled in. Flag is pulled as he is just shy of the first down.
My man, the QB for North Texas Elite, coming out with a southpaw toss to the near side of the field. Good job on the completion, as very close to a first down.
North Texas Elite rocking the green and black jerseys as the Bolts are wearing the Charger-esque yellow and blue with some black in there. Very, very cool uniforms for both of these teams.
Absolutely. I'm loving the color scheme for both the Bolts and North Texas Elite. NTE now very close to a first down.
Two wide receivers stacked up on the left, one on the right. Quarterback goes under center and takes the snap. Drops back, no rush. In and out of the hands as they were almost ready for that first down.
Running that slant route too and just trying to get it before the sideline. Got caught up in between, almost made the catch, but now looking at a third down.
Third down and right around 4 yards for the North Texas Elite here.
I tell you who's repping some great food out here, though, at these tournaments. You got to go to Taz's. They're at Tampa Bay, based out of North Carolina, Sam, but they got you hooked on all kinds of different foods.
Absolutely. Great food, smells good, great people. Quarterback takes the snap from under center, can't run. Underneath, that goes to the wrong team, and the flag is pulled after the interceptions, and the Bolts make an electric play early in this one.
Fantastic job cutting in front on the INT. One of the shorter guys on the field, the shorter kid on the field, but he's able to cut through and make a nice INT. Turnover now gives it to the Bolts.
Awareness and position is what's going to play a huge part in this flag football, and that young man showing great awareness.
So we're going to get our first look at the Bolts offense. North Texas Elite did a good job starting that drive. Didn't like the way it ended so much. Now the Bolts, after a great defensive turnover, able to get a chance on offense.
Yeah, a couple deep plays. Unfortunately, that one pass goes in and out of the hands, but they were able to, get some good stuff going. Here we go, quarterback under center, and now he's going to fake the handoff. Ball in the air, it's a spiral downfield. Nice defense there from the North Texas Elite.
North Texas Elite had two safeties back on that one. One playing corner, one actually playing safety. Both of them swarming to the pass, and a great job on defense, like you said, Sam.
And this is one of the age groups where you're going to see a size disadvantage. Some of these kids hit that growth spurt a little bit earlier than others. The Bolts got a pretty tall guy, but so does the North Texas Elite playing safety. That's a handoff. Flag is going to be pulled just before the dotted line on the non-scoring side of the field.
Tried to establish a run game early. We don't see too many of these in flag football as a whole, but you still want to use it every once in a while.
Show off the athleticism.
Sometimes they can work. It's all about if you can find that seam right away, how many of those defenders are biting on pass.
And you talk about the low center of gravity as well, so trying to get to that flag a lot more difficult in this. Quarterback in the gun, three wide receivers off to the right. He's going to throw a quick one underneath, in and out of the hands, and we are heading on to fourth down.
A lot of defense being played in the first drives for both of these teams, as North Texas Elite doing a good job holding the Bolts on their opposite side of the field, not able to get in scoring position yet, and it looks like a punt going to be utilized.
Nope, they are not going to punt, and here they go.
Faked it, and whistle blown. I believe a timeout might have been called.
So a timeout here as the Bolts almost sneak one through there.
And you know what? There's coaches obviously at these younger levels, and that's the coach's job in those kind of situations, just to make sure you can help out the young guys out on the field. And good job to call the timeout to respond and help the defense out a little bit so they're not caught with their pants down.
All right, here we are. They are going to go for it here on fourth down. Wide receiver in motion. Quarterback drops back. He cannot run. He's ineligible to run. Looking downfield. He's got a man just past the first down line.
And looking for the first down marker and able to get it. And that's exactly what you wanted to do, was get it. But I don't know if they were – did they call that one complete?
Was he out of bounds when he made the catch?
It might have been, Sam, because they look like it's a turnover on downs. And if if that's the case.
Waiting to see what the call is, and that is what it's going to be. So the Bolts going to be back on defense. North Texas Elite taking over on offense.
In Bolts territory as well, starting with a 1st and goal.
0-0. North Texas quarterback back. No rush on him. Ball's in the air. He's got a man. In and out. Or no, he catches the ball, did he? No, that's going to drop to the grass as that one gets away from him. Another opportunity will be coming soon, I'm sure, for that young man.
I feel like he got it off of the bounce that time, too, because he had it end up in his hands, but I think it took a bounce off the earth prior to completing a catch.
You got to find that open space, get there, and look for the ball, and that's what these young men are doing. You're going to have 3 bunched up in the middle here with 1 off to the right. Quarterback is back. No rush on him.
Dropping back a lot on defense are the Bolts, too.
Lot of time. He throws it.
No, they're saying 3rd down now. Well, yeah, 3rd down, but getting at some yards. A little bit of yards. No, they're actually spotting him there, so they're saying out of bounds on that one. It was 3rd down regardless, but the spot of the ball still remains where it was at that dotted line.
Yeah, I'm going to have to confirm, but I believe at this age group there is a count-off and with no rush. So you have to get the pass off within a certain amount of time, and if you do not, then the play is then dead. Quarterback's under center. He's got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Dropping back, looking downfield, and the count has started. He's got the ball in the air, and that one's going to drop down.
Almost another interception forced by the Bolts, but unable to complete that one. But now with the 4th down, it's going to allow them to be able to punt it technically and get it to the closer to the goal line and push the Bolts back.
2 defensive stands back-to-back. This game remains scoreless in a close one.
And this is that case, too, where you're just going to take field position and they're going to opt to go for the punt instead of try for it on 4th down. Bolts now going to start at that line, first dotted line in their own territory.
Both teams have shown glimpses that they have the ability to break this thing open, so who's going to break open the first play? Bolts are going to get the next chance. 0-0 here as they get lined up. Quarterback's under center, and he's got 2 in the backfield with him. They're going to run the ball. That flag is going to be pulled just about 3 yards after he grabs the ball.
Little bit of a yardage gained on that one, but still a little bit of ways to go before the 1st down mark.
2nd down here. 0-0 the score.
Bolts taking some time in the huddle, talking things over with their coach.
Quarterback's back. No rush on this one. He's got guys downfield, throws it in the air. Look at the catch from the Bolts. I'm not only going to catch it, I'm going to toe tap, make sure I'm in bounds. That young man showing next level awareness for the Bolts.
Like I was watching a flag football pinball machine. Boink, boink, boink. Ends up with the ball near the 1st down marker.
Change at quarterback as they're going to stack up 3 on the right side. Nope. Quarterback now eligible to run if he wants to, I believe. He's hitting the corner. Flag is pulled just before the dotted line. First dotted line on the scoring side of the field.
It's a nice play call in that situation to be able to get yourself a quarterback that's eligible to run with a short yardage to gain for a first.
Yeah, it's amazing that you're not seeing that a little bit more because it takes one of the defenders out of the field. You know, with no rush and the quarterback not allowed to run, you can essentially double up one of the other wide receivers that are going to be out there.
And obviously with these younger ages as opposed to adults, these kids don't have quite the arms you see, so like full yard passes are going to be more of a rarity, so you got to be strategic utilizing runs more.
It's going to be a fake reverse, and he's got the corner. Wheels on wheels. He avoids it. Touchdown, Bolts.
Wow, he just utilized straight speed, looked like lightning on the far side of the field. And honestly, that's what you talk about it, and it happens right on time, utilizing run plays more strategically at these levels. The Bolts utilize it, and I guess you could say it fits with the punt, quick as lightning to the end zone.
They run that double reverse there. It causes just enough of a hesitation. that he gets that corner. He gets the hips to start swiveling, the flags stay on his belt, and the Bolts are going to score first in this one.
Couple defensive stands by both teams, too, as the Bolts break open, scoring first, going for the extra now.
3 to the left as the quarterback drops back. He is ineligible to run here. Time beginning to go down. You got to throw the ball. He puts it in the air, but it's blown dead. Intercepted regardless of that. So 6-0 is going to remain the score.
Way to just paint the field with defenders that time by North Texas Elite, making it really tough to find anyone open for the extra point. So it stops with a 6-0 lead.
Yeah. North Texas going to have to show up here now as the defenses have done the job and the Bolts broke it open.
Got 1 minute left, I believe, until half.
Quarterback back. He's got a man cutting across. He makes the grab. Looking around, and the flag gets pulled. Runs that route right over the middle. Quarterback times that up perfectly. Hits him in stride as he heads to the sideline. And second down here for the North Texas Elite.
Second down, and it's right before the first down marker. So this could really open up the
Bunched
playbook.
up here in the middle as he drops back. Looking downfield, the time begins to clock down. He's got a man just past the first down, I believe, depending on the spot.
And it looks like timeout going to be called by the coach as well. So you're going to get the first down. And you're going to get a timeout on top of it. So good play by North Texas Elite on that to get themselves into the first down territory. Timeout called and a chance for them to tie. And it's going to be critical for them to score on this play, Sam, because as far to my knowledge, Bolts are getting the ball out of the half.
This is one of the things we've talked about in the past, Ty, is when you get the ball right there on that first down line, you've got the maximum distance to score. So, if you time it up right, you can kind of shorten that up, but it doesn't matter. You've got 4 shots at the end zone here, and you got a lot of athletes on the field. North Texas Elite going to try and answer right here.
Silver lining for Bolts defense is where they stopped him. Still a long ways to go at first and goal.
Quarterback puts one in the air. That one's going to go down on the grass.
Looked like he was running a curl route that time, Sam, and he was coming back to the ball but couldn't quite meet it in time as it drops incomplete.
Second down here for the North Texas Elite.
And still that ball's going to be placed just on that first down marker, and you talked about it, second down and a lot of time.
Another timeout called here. North Texas Elite rocking the green and black, excuse me.
I was going to say a lot of time expires with each play. They're going to have to think about timeouts. They did call the second timeout here in the half, stopping the clock, looking for this score before the halftime, knowing that if they don't get the points here, there's a chance for the Bolts to go up by 2 possessions.
Yeah, and you only get 3 timeouts in the entire game, not 3 timeouts in the half. Quarterback from under center. He is ineligible to run, drops back. He's got a couple men open downfield. He's going to let it fly, and that is going to...
Oh, it was bounced off the ground, too. I don't believe it was called interception. It did end up in the hands of a Bolts defender. Bounced off the hands of one, ended up in the hands of another, but I think it took a trip to the earth before.
Still going to result in the end of the half there. So we are here at halftime.
6-0 lead, defense taking precedence.
Bolts up 6-0 in this one, able to crack open that score first.
When we look at it, though, with the Bolts getting the ball out of the half now, Sam, it's going to be interesting to see the play calling. Chance to go up 2 possessions, second time.
Before your team steps up to the plate, we're here to help you step up your game. Game Changer is the #1 app for youth baseball and softball. Game Changer takes youth sports apps to a whole other level with incredible features like easy-to-use scorekeeping and free live streaming. It's time to retire the old spiral-bound scorebook. With Game Changer, your scorekeeper can quickly enter every play in the game right on a smartphone or tablet. Those plays are automatically translated into over 150 stats, including batting and pitching sprite charts. And after every game, the app generates an article recapping the action, just like you'd find in the sports section of your local newspaper. Best of all, we've made it easy for you and your staff to access all of your stats and information in your Game Changer web portal on a mobile device or desktop. Staying organized throughout the season can be tough. Game Changer gives you team management tools that make scheduling games and practices easy and seamlessly integrate into the calendars of your parents and coaching staff. Plus, enhanced messaging and alerts, photo sharing, and RSVP features keep everyone who needs to know in the know. Game Changer is the first and only app of its kind to offer live streaming. Just mount a smartphone to the backstop and it's game on. Now everyone can follow the action in real time, including an on-screen scoreboard, on a phone, tablet, or even TV, no matter where they are on game day. And if you want to share some game highlights or help players create a recruiting video, our exclusive video clipping feature makes it easy. Fans can also tune in to a live...
Welcome back here, second half in this 7U 5-on-5 USA Flag Championships, sponsored by Game Changer. And God bless those young men for having all that energy as they just ran from one side of the field to the other, as we're going to start with the Bolts taking over on offense.
And the Bolts already up 6-0 in this game, Sam, so it gives them a prime opportunity to get their lead up to 2 possessions now.
Now, 2 timeouts used in the first half, both by Texas Elite, excuse me.
As North Texas Elite going to look for a defensive stand, trying to get the ball back and get this game knotted up.
Quarterback under center here for the Bolts. It's a handoff, on the sweep. Flag is pulled after he grabs about 3 to 4 yards.
North Texas Elite executed a great defensive game plan that time, pushing them to the outside of the field, outside of the boundaries, near side, and did a great job of not allowing any lanes on the outside of the line.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback under center here. North Texas Elite with 2 back deep. He's looking over. He's got number 19 crossing over the middle. The flag is pulled. No, it's still there. It is going to be pulled just past the first down. So first down, Bolts.
My man number 19 just did not stop moving once the ball was in his hands, and he avoided any flag pull all the way until he got the first down, crossed the marks.
Yeah, you know, in tackle football, you hear play to the whistle. In flag football, play to the pop. When you hear the pop of the flag, that's when the play's dead. Quarterback down, throwing it. Got a man, he's good. Nice catch. As he is just shy, I believe.
Just shy, too. First down, but what a gain on that grab, too. As you looked at the way that quarterback for the Bolts just scanned the field, didn't force anything, knew what his time was, made an excellent find on the far side of the field.
Turns around, tracks the ball, makes the catch with defenders draped all over him. Excellent work by that young man. Bolts up 6-0, and they're knocking on the end zone's door again.
Opens up the playbook. They've showed run a lot. They've showed the ability to pass. They have all kinds of options now, do the Bolts.
Quarterback back in the middle. He's going to hold on to it. It's a touchdown, Bolts.
My young man showing the strength on that one, said, give me that. Get off of me all the way to the end zone. Give him another 6 to the Bolts.
12-0 the score now as they get ready for this extra point.
Looking at where the Bolts are. They didn't convert last time. Going to look to go for the 1 still here, trying to make this a 13-0 lead.
North Texas Elite has been trying to get that offense going, and sometimes you got to get a defensive stop to get that offense confident.
Both drives that the Bolts have scored, they've had a big yardage play happen for them, and it's really set them up nicely for scores.
Bunched up in the middle with 2 off to the right. Quarterback eligible to run here. And that's precisely what he's going to do. No, the flag is pulled, and they will not score. Excellent defense there by North Texas Elite.
He pushed to the outside, too, and actually beat him on the offensive side. Had clear field in front of him, but that's a great flag pull coming from behind to get him defensively and stop the extra point from happening, holding him to 12 now.
North Texas Elite gets set here to take the ball.
For North Texas Elite, they're going to need to score this drive. It's critical for them.
2 to the left, 1 to the right here. Quarterback under center, but the play is blown dead. It looks like we have a timeout, this time on the Bolt side.
And trying to make sure they correct the defense, didn't like the way it looked, and didn't want any quick-fire offense to get them for a big yardage play.
A lot of coaching required at this level. You know, you teach the kids as much as you can, but sometimes gentle reminders are going to happen.
Yeah, no doubt. And like I said earlier, there's coaches at this level. We didn't really see that with adults. It's more of like player coaches all the way around the field, right? But for the kiddos, you got to be able to sit there and remind them in these play type situations. It's more about learning the game, honestly, at this age. Playing at a really I guess you would say elite level, but learning the game still primarily, and it always goes back to the basics usually at this level.
Hammering down those basics. That's what you got to get. You got to learn to catch the ball, run the ball, learn the rules. Once you get that established here, then you can start to sharpen the blade as you get a little bit older.
I guess you could say some of these kids are the best at the basics so far in their young careers, right? But for them, they still need friendly reminders from the coach too at this level.
Absolutely. Looks like we are getting ready. Timeout's a little bit longer here in the youth as well. As you know, we saw the adults yesterday. Those timeouts were about 10 seconds long.
And you need the reminders too. This is where that football IQ kind of gets built at this age too, where you just are able to look at the field.
All right, play blown dead as they're going to get started.
And read defenses, read offenses, kind of realize what the looks look like from both sides of the field.
Quarterback under center here, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He's got a man cutting across. His flag's still intact.
Made a nice cut, too. Was looking for open field, but I really like the defensive adjustment by the Bolts on that one, really limiting any running space.
Good for about 3 yards on that crossing route. Second down coming up here for North Texas Elite. They're going to spread it out here with 2 to the left and 1 alone to the right. Quarterback drops back, ineligible to run here. Time is ticking. He's got to throw that ball. Will do exactly that. No flag on the play.
The lefty that time tried to feed it in on the slant route. Couldn't quite find the window in the defense.
Third down coming up here for North Texas Elite. North Texas Elite here on this third down. Look, they got to get a conversion at least to that first down or get it close enough where fourth down makes sense.
No doubt. They still got some space to clear.
Quarterback back, no rush, but he's also ineligible to run. Throws one out there. He makes the catch. The flag is pulled just before the first down. So now fourth and very, very short.
Didn't give him the first, but I've got to feel like North Texas Elite is absolutely going for this 4th and inches play.
Punt or grunt, and you absolutely got a grunt here. As they're going to line up here, a big fourth down here in this second half.
Haven't seen a ton of running plays from North Texas Elite, but this might be a chance to call one here.
Even if you don't do the run, you can maybe do that crossing route that's worked all game long.
Don't have a lot of field to clear on this. You're
Bunched
just looking
up.
for first.
Quarterback sets. He's back. No rush. Got a man. Open.
Oh, what a find. Floated it over some defenders, too. Defense was cut in front, but found the pocket.
First down, Elite, as they're getting ready on the right side of the scoring field.
And that that was an aggressive play that got him a great chunk of yardage for first and goal. Now not a huge field in front of him.
Quarterback under center. They're bunched up to the left. He's looking all the way into the end zone.
Broken
and that
up,
one
it
is
looks
going
like.
to drop to the grass.
2 of the Bolts defenders able to get in front of that one defensively.
And we got a young man down, so we're going to head out to break. We'll be right back.
Before your team steps up to the plate, we're here to help you step up your game. Game Changer is the #1 app for youth baseball and softball. Game Changer takes youth sports apps to a whole other level with incredible features like easy-to-use scorekeeping and free live streaming. It's time to retire the old spiral-bound scorebook. With Game Changer, your scorekeeper can quickly enter every play in the game right on a smartphone or tablet. Those plays are automatically translated into...
All right, we're back. That North Texas Elite offensive player gets shook up, but he's able to get off the field, thank goodness.
I think an interception might have happened. No, there's not. There's still offense on the field. I was going to say, it looked like there was 2 defenders that cut in front of it. I don't know if one of them grabbed it, but no, not the case. Just broken up on that play.
All right, three of them are actually the whole team going to be bunched up in the middle. Quarterback under the center. They're going to fake the handoff there. Quarterback's got some looks. Time beginning to tick. And that is going to be a dead play.
That's happened a couple of times, too, just trying to find something on offense. But it's like you'd rather have that than throwing into coverage and potential interceptions happening.
Well, you know, you wonder what is more stressful for a quarterback. Is it the clock or is it the actual rusher?
And they're not really pass rushing the Bolts. They're just more or less spreading out on the field defensively, trying to just swarm the receivers.
Well, with the quarterback being ineligible to run, you don't have to cover the quarterback. So you can essentially double up somebody downfield.
They're talking things over still. North Texas Elite knowing they need a score with it being 12-0 right now.
This should be a third down, I believe.
I believe that is the case too. And yeah, we're seeing the threes signaled from the sideline referees. So
Third and goal here for North Texas Elite.
Nope.
Bunched up here as quarterback drops back, ineligible to run.
no doubt 4-down territory, I feel, though, for North Texas Elite.
Throws the ball into the corner, out of bounds. That one's going to get nobody. Fourth down here.
See if they opt to try for it again. No, they're going to go for the punt regardless. So they're going to
Second half of the
Bolts.
game, you got to go for it. You're down by 2 scores, and that's what they're going to try here. Never mind, they are going to elect a punt here, Ty.
Bolts now starting with the offense in their own territory.
Quarterback under center, 1 wide receiver to the left and the right, and a running back in the backfield. It's a running play.
Oh,
Flag is pulled after he gets just back to the line of scrimmage.
trying to slip off the defense. No, really, holes let up in the field for him to find, so he got stuck on the line.
Second down here for the Bolts. 1 wide receiver to the left and the right. They got a running back in the backfield, quarterback under center. Ball is snapped. Quick throw to the wide receiver on the edge. Flag is still there. He's still got it. It's a foot race. It's still on, and they're going to get the flag pull, but not until the Bolts get another first down.
Number 10 that time for the Bolts, showing some really good footwork after the catch and getting a lot of yards after.
Wide receivers to the left and the right here. Running back in the backfield, quarterback under center. Quarterback is back, no rush, ineligible to run. Thrown over the middle, in and out of the hands of the Bolts receiver as we get ready for second down.
Knocked loose, brings up second. Now second and goal, facing the Bolts, who look to add another score on the offensive side of things with 2 touchdowns already in the game.
Yeah, already up by 2. They can, in the second half, really open this game up. In the gun, now the quarterback is eligible to run here. He's looking downfield. He's got a defender watching him at the line. He's going to opt to run. Uses the juke move, looking for the corner. Flag is pulled.
Nice flag pull, too, to try to limit the yardage, and it still sets up a decent amount of yards in front of the Bolts on this third down play.
Just shy of that second dotted line on the scoring side of the field here.
Time is becoming a factor, though, no doubt, in this game, as starting to expire on North Texas Elite, especially another score here, might put them away.
They're going to line up with quarterback's going to be eligible to run on this one again. And he's getting rushed. That flag
nice
gets pulled,
grab.
and it's a sack
Came
for
from
North Texas.
Came from the weak side, too, was unaware of it, turned around and said, hello, who's this?
It's a little bit of a delayed shoot right there. He waits until he gets comfortable, comes in, makes the flag pull. And that is going to do it for this one. It's going to be the Bolts